Okay, good morning everyone. We are back again in a new day that we had the PPI number this morning releasing, and we are going to have an analysis and overview of the price action in these 10 minutes to opening bell of the market. We start from the 15-minute chart. Okay, let's cancel these things. We see that yesterday after the market was consolidating after opening range, the real big move started around 11 a.m. and the market dropped down and reached almost half of the BC that is over here. We have a leftover portion of the BC over here from this candle to this candle, and if we extend it to right, I would like to put this as a kind of green. It looks beautiful in this. And yes, this is the left portion of the BC that is created on Wednesday after 1 p.m. When Trump halted the tariffs. So again, we are getting back here. We have the price right now very close to the buy-side liquidity from April 7th, I'm sorry. And as you can see on the chart, I highlighted that for this morning, I highlighted two liquidity sides. One buy-side liquidity that is over the high of today's, that is coupled with this high of yesterday, that create the relative equal highs for us. And on the other side, we have relative equal lows down here, and we are almost on the 50% range between these two highs and lows. So far, I don't see any clear reaction to the market based on the 15-minute chart. So we have to wait and demand more information from the market after the opening bell. Whichever side that attacks first, that gets attacked first, is we are not doing anything. After that, we wait to see a shift in the market structure and then running towards the other liquidity pool. Okay, now we see in today's trading, the market was trying to reach to this buy-side liquidity around 6:30 morning, but it failed, and another attempt had happened around the PPI number release at 8:30, and again it failed. So here we do have a 15-minute CB that is quite interesting to me when I was watching the price over here, and I wanted to see the reaction of the price over here based on this 15-minute CB. It was quite interesting to me. So we see from this CB, the market dropped down into the low of new day opening gap of today, and then has another retracement back again to the CB, and from there we had a very big round lowering, and we are now trading below the new day opening gap. So we have to wait around 6 more minutes to see how the market wants to open. The settlement price of yesterday at 4:14 is at 18,556 and a quarter. That is meaning today we are going to probably have a discount opening. I apologize for the noises caused by the construction site in front of my house. So now I close the window. I hope it doesn't bother you. We are seeing the market is now trying to reach once again to the low of the new day opening gap. And here we do have a BC over here that I'm interested to see if it has the potential to act as inversion. Let me highlight this. We have to also consider the volume imbalances, but once okay, we do have a little volume imbalance over here, so we have to consider that also. And this is 15-minute BC. All right. You can see the reaction of the price to this BC over here once we traded into, and the body of the candle respected the upper portion of the BC. And once we traded into and through it, we closed out of it. We have a little retracement at the current candle into the BC. So let's see how the market is treating this fair value gap over here. Saying that, let's drop to 5-minute chart and consider analysis on the 5-minute chart over here. In the 5-minute chart, I can see quite relative equal highs over here. That is interesting for minor buy side liquidity. Okay, let's put this on the right, and there we go. After this, we have created relatively equal lows over here, the market, and I don't think this is going to sustain for long, and the market will have a good reaction from these levels from new day opening gap and the BC inversion, and drops lower. So for today, as I said, I'm sorry, let me see. We have to put this in a gray color because we have done our business with this. This is just a matter of journaling to me. For today, so far, I don't see any clear reaction of the market, since we are in the middle of the range between this buy side liquidity of this high at 205 and the sell side liquidity of yesterday's low and today's low. So far that we have the relative equal lows and the sell side is resting below this. So far we don't have any clear indication of the market which side it decides to go. Just matter of commenting. Let's write this. Okay, the color can be this also. All right. 2 minutes to opening bell, and we are just waiting for that. Let's see. Okay, now the market is very slow today, and it's waiting for the opening bell. So let's see. Around 30 seconds to the opening bell. 4 seconds, and here we go. Traded into the lower portion of the BC in 15-minute chart. Let's drop into 1-minute chart and highlight the opening range gap. Okay, and as it takes is opening range gap. We traded into 50% almost of the opening range gap. Just fell short a little bit. And we are waiting for the market to create the first presented fair value gap of this morning in order to see any good setup. Okay. Okay, I made the opening range gap in the current price, and this I would like to see it in the center. Since we have a lot of things on the chart right now, I would delete the 15-minute BC, but remember that the high of the BC is almost the high of this candle over here. And yes, now we are exploring lower prices. The price is between the opening range gap low and the BC of yesterday PM session. So far we don't have any first presented fair value gap. And yes, we are seeing the price is trying to reach lower prices, just top the first presented fair value gap of yesterday PM session. We have a little sell side liquidity over here. That is quite interesting. All right. We have this over here and just waiting for the first presented fair value gap to get formed, and let's see how the market is trading. So far we traded below the low after 9 in the morning and we get rejected, and once again touch the low of the opening range gap. Okay. After touching the low of the ORG, the market has been exploring lower prices. So far the market is a little confused and doesn't show the direction to get into any position. We have to be patient. Tapped into the BC from yesterday's PM session and getting rejected again. let's see, the market has the potential and ability to go higher prices and reach to this new day opening gap of today. Okay, now we are trading inside the open range gap and trying to see if it has the ability to run higher. We are gyrating around the opening barrel price. Trying to reach the high that it created with the candle of 9:30 opening bell. Still no first presented fair value gap. Okay, after now we are trading lower and trying to get out of the opening range gap. Let's go to 15-minute time frame chart and have an overview of the market so far. Okay, it didn't move a lot and this candle is just a single intraday candle. What happens in the 1 hour chart? We are in a range over here between this high and this low. It's very important to see if the market has the potential to go and break lower from this place over here, because on the daily form we tapped into the daily CB that is formed on here. Okay, the chart is like this. Yes, we tapped into the CB over here and now I'm expecting to see lower prices, but let's wait and get some information from the market. So far we don't have any first presented fair value gap. Let's see if here, now we traded into the open range consequent encouragement, 50% of the opening range. Let's see if it has the potential to create the first presented fair value gap over here. Okay, now we are marching toward the settlement price of yesterday at 4.14. Let's see. Okay, I think we do have the first presented fair value gap over here, and this is it. Let's see the reaction of the market of this, because I don't like this closure of the candle around here, and while there is a new day opening gap and the consequent encouragement, it's a little risky to enter for going higher prices. I would like to see the reaction of the market over here. We can also consider that here we do have a breaker, low, high, lower low, and we can consider this candle, the 930 candle, as our breaker. But let's see how this candle is closing. Okay, almost the full range of the first presented fair value gap has been traded. Still we have to wait and seek for some confirmation. Okay, the bodies of the candle are respecting this first presented fair value gap, but it's not with any confirmation for us to get into position. I do like this PC over here. I'm just looking at it to see how it's reacting to this over here. If it has the potential to be considered as an inversion. Touching the opening range gap midpoint. Okay, I think we do have a confirmation trading above, so I set a buy position over here for 810 with the stop loss below the consequent encouragement. We are almost closing the opening. Oh yes, we closed the open range gap and we traded above the settlement price of yesterday without us getting filled in this position. It is not a problem. There's always chance for market to trade back to the first presented fair value gap several times and getting us filled. Okay, this is type of BC, first presented fair value gap on Friday, April 11. Now the market is showing a little bit weakness to go above the settlement price and close above that. Okay, the first candle closed above the open range gap high. Now we are trying to reach to the intermediate buy side liquidity that I mentioned over here, the source, and there is the London's buy side liquidity over here above that. Okay, now we are getting a little bit rejection from that order block over there. And trading lower. Well, today I think we are not getting back right now to this top of the BC of the day, first present fair value gap. So now we are just waiting for the market to see if it gives us any other chance and opportunity. In 1 minute we are entering to the macro time window. That is between 9:50 to 10:10 our base New York Eastern time. Okay, still failing to go and close above the first presented fair value gap of Wednesday. I am interested to get a short from here based on this inversion fair value gap over here. Okay, and to aim 810, the top of the opening range gap. Okay, apparently this time also the market is not trading here. Okay, not a problem. We get back to the opening range gap and we are seeing what market is trying to do. There is a small fair value gap here that is now acted as inversion to me because we closed below it, and I'm expecting this to send the price lower, so I get into a position for short. Okay, trading back into the inversion fair value gap and touching the consequent encouragement. Let's see, yes, we are out again. The first trade of today is a loss. It's not a problem at all. We can go to the 5-minute chart and review the market from there. So far we are trading into this CB of the 5 minutes, and let's see if the market has the power to go above that and reach the buy side liquidity over here or not. We just tapped into the 15-minute CB and the market has dropped a little bit. Try and get back to a fair value gap once again. Let's see. I would like to go for a long position here. With the SL below the candle that created first fair value gap, which is this. This position can have the potential right to the new day opening gap, and let's see if it has the potential. Okay, now I reduce the risk and place my stop loss here. I got stopped out. The trade idea is still valid. If it trades once more, for the last trade I would place my buy limit over here. getting closer to the consequent encouragement of the opening range gap and possibly to reach the first presented fair value gap of today. And let's see if we get filled in this position. Yes, we got filled. I'm reducing the stop loss to below the consequent encouragement of the first presented fair value gap. We are out. Now I'm waiting to see the reaction of the market to this first presented fair value gap up, and if it has the ability to go above that, still closing above that, I will enter for going higher prices. We can see the bodies of the candles are respecting the consequent encouragement and closing above in the upper portion. Touching again the open range gap midpoint. The high of the new day opening gap. Okay, now I enter for higher prices. Let's see if it touches the high of the opening day gap. I aim for 850 with the stop of 400. The market is very volatile today, and actually I'm not feeling very comfortable trading this position. Yes, our stop got hit as I was feeling like that. Okay, I think for today it's enough, and honestly I'm not feeling really well after losing 3-4 trades. It's true that I had the position and I had the chance to close the position at my target, but because I'm a little bit greedy, maybe because of that, or I'm dreaming for too much profit in a day when the market is very volatile like today. Putting my TP and my targets very high prices and my very tight stop losses. These are two different things that are not very consistent for profitability. And I made these mistakes. That's true. And I think at this point it's better for me to stop trading for today and just watch the market later and what it does. You can see after hitting my stop loss, the market started its run upward. These things happening. This is trading, and the market right now is very volatile, very aggressive. We cannot predict this type of things in the marketplace at all. And with all the things going in the world right now at this moment, these markets are super risky, and we cannot say anything with a certain confidence. We are visiting the market right now, trading and trying to reach the new day opening gap of last Friday after kicking me out. But this is part of the journey, and I'm not upset for that. Of course, it feels a little heavy to me for losing trades, but it is part of the game and I like this. So let's see. Never lose your hope, practice as much as you can, and God willing, I will be with you on Monday. Happy trading and have a good weekend. Goodbye, everyone.